Welcome back to the Sheffield United career mode here on FIFA 23 with, at last, now they've bloody released it, the new Sheffield United kit for the 23-24 season IRL. I had someone ask on Twitter if it does or doesn't have a sponsor. It does. I think they were waiting for that before they actually released it. So the kit is on and will be so for the rest of the save. I also got two even better kits, if you don't mind me saying, Sheffield United fans. My Cambridge United kits for the year turned up, and I'm very, very, very happy about that. Chesnoid number 10 on the back, of course, and we will be returning to Cambridge United content both on FC24 and FM24 as well. And I'm very happy about that indeed. Right, speaking of Sheffield United, however, we are 8 games away from the end of the Premier League season. We have an FA Cup semi-final to play today as well. We'll send Fulham and Wolves, play Arsenal, Newcastle and Leeds United. And then from there, we should... In fact, I might play Wolves, Arsenal and Newcastle, because then Leeds, Brentford and West Ham could be played. And then, hopefully, Newcastle, Norwich and insert FA Cup final could be played as well as the final episode. We'll see how things go, but certainly I'm going to need to beat Newcastle at Wembley to get to Wembley again for the FA Cup final, so it all kind of hinges on whether I make the FA Cup final or not, doesn't it really? So we'll start by simming Fulham. Let's jump straight in and do that right from the off. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying, of course. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more, or of course the FC24 content when it begins very soon indeed. That won't start with Cambridge, but Cambridge will be involved in the yearly cycle. And of course, come and join me over on Twitch to watch live and get involved in decisions in the moment over on stream. There's a link in the description to the Twitch channel. It'd be great to have you over there and join me for the saves as we record them live. Not been the greatest of starts here. Fulham having an early opportunity, but Lahu sees into the box and we can't create an early one of our own. That's a lovely switch. We do try and play that in our own play when we're playing games, and it's going to lead to the opening goal of the game. And of course, it's Tijani Reinders that's at it again. The man is just an absolute machine. Arguably the best signing we've made in this save so far. Certainly at least rivaling Chuba Akpom, who's been a wonderful goal scorer for us. But it looks like Tijani Reinders might be just as important a goal scorer from the midfield now that he's joined the club. Both of them easily the two best signings we've made in this save, and I'll let you guys decide between yourselves which you feel has had the biggest impact on the side since arriving. But we're 1-0 up at half-time, and fingers crossed we can see that one through now. Bogle into the middle, away. Keep it alive, nicely done. Benny! There's a second. Right, we're happy enough now to make a couple of changes to a tiring team. Final whistle sounds. Fantastic result. Absolutely thrilled with it. Let's crack on then. It's Wolverhampton Wanderers next in a week's time. We've got about a week's break between each game, do we? No, the Arsenal one is midweek in between Wolves and Newcastle. So 3 played games to come next, hopefully culminating in us getting to the FA Cup final. But pick up points in the league first, shall we? Because we are back in the top 4. Actually, 5 points by Spurs with a game in hand. It's key to point out as well. So we're not far off the top 3. The top 2, however... Bye-bye. Manchester United, they can win their game in hand. Might be saying bye-bye as well to Manchester City. We certainly are saying bye-bye to Anel Ahmedhodzic as he goes to Manchester City at the beginning of next season. But for the time being, let's keep our momentum going in an upwards direction. Wolves line up then in the rain with Daniel Bentley in goal. Semedo, Gomez, Dawson and Aït-Nouri at the back. Sarabia, João Gomez and Mateus Nunes in the midfield. Neto, Cunha and Guedes still the front 3 for them. Is it Nunez, Mateus Nunes, that's been had a big go in for him from Manchester City? I think it was, wasn't it? Certainly one of the Wolves midfielders. Was it? I can't remember off the top of my head whether it was João Gomez or Mateus Nunes. I think it's Nunes. A bid like €50 million for him or something from Wolverhampton Wanderers IRL. He's carrying a yellow card in this game. At the minute, there's no midfielders we can think of that would be better at the moment than Tijani Reinders. So we're not worried about their midfield. We're only worried about scoring as many goals as possible here and maximising our potential profits, so to speak, from this game. La Russie driving forward. Chuba Akpom there in the middle. Ollie McBurney will look for him. I'm not sure if he was onside or not. He was. He scores. We're 1-0 up at Molineux, and it's only taken 5 minutes. As much as Tijani Reynolds may have made a massive impact on this team. I think Chuba Akpom does just pip him. Cunha, Mateus Nunes. Fouled, was he, by Harry Maguire? I think so, and deemed as such. Mateus Cunha or Nunes. Looks like it's going to be Cunha. I mean, it's well struck, and Dean Henderson needed to get across to it, but because it was from such distance, by the time the ball reached the goal mouth, he'd been able to sort his feet out accordingly. Oxlade-Chamberlain to Chuba Akpom. Are they going to concede from their own free kick? It looks likely. Chuba Akpom has missed the target. An easier chance than the one he put away. So much time and space. Tried to find the far bottom corner. Kept it low. Out of the keeper's reach. Base of the post and wide. That's a lovely ball. Ahmed Hozic. Get that inside. Go again. Go again. Go again. Go on, son. Jaden Bogle. Chuba. It's Tijani that's with me. It's a terrible pass. But it still leads to a goal because Reinders is that damned good. On his left foot. Top left corner. 2-0 against Wolves, who are having a poor season, and we are making it worse. Neto, you saw where the through ball was going to come. Thankfully, Christophe Royer is quite quick once he gets going, but a ball roll is always good enough to see me off. Christophe Royer holds position well. He's been decent since signing, Christophe. He's not amazing. He's certainly no Ahmed Hozic, but he's not bad, and we'll look to turn the defender here. Done really well. Ollie McBurney earned the right to take it on himself, but off the top of the bar and over, we will not add a third goal yet. Sets that out a bit further to the right, and then it definitely dips in time and goes in that top corner. And Akpom is the more tired of the two. Some not necessarily needing to be changed, but I just want to make sure those better players are fit and available, and those more tired players are fit and available to be at their very best when we play Arsenal, which is rather understandably going to be the most difficult game of the day. Unless, holy moly, unless Newcastle really turn up in the FA Cup semi-final. Mateus Cunha's finally turned up. That's a brilliant finish with the outside of his right foot. Well worth a replay. Their number 12 under control, turns his side, and then bam, the Trivella beautifully tucked away. Wolves back in it, and oh, really nice angle for it as well. And now, we really do need those fresh legs. Toti Gomez off for them. No, that was actually the midfield Gomez, wasn't it? That was Joao Gomez, number 33. Toti was 24. I remember that from when he got booked earlier in the game. Lovely footwork from George Baldock to turn away there. Baldock is one of the players we will be replacing in the summer. But he's certainly played his part on the fringes in this save so far, so we're very happy with him. Bogle will deliver this, looking for Ryan Brewster in the middle, who can't quite win it. Finney's tried his best to put the Wolves man off, but not been able to do so. And the counter-attack is going to take too long, lads. Going to take too long. A 2-1 win for Sheffield United away from home against Wolves. A winning start for the kit. One in a sim, one in a played. Now it gets more difficult. Now it's Arsenal, then Newcastle in an FA Cup semi-final. Now the tests start to come. Arsenal line up for this top four chasing clash. Tomiyasu, Timber, Salisu and Zinchenko in front of Aaron Ramsdale. Erdegaard, Rice and Havertz. Saka, Jesus, Martinelli. We are a point better than them at this stage. But there's only a single point between us. Rather evidently, we'd love that to be 4 by the end of play here at the Emirates. But Arsenal are very, very good. Ahmed Hozic to Laroussi. Bukayo. Well, he'll be getting a yellow card. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Laroussi with a brilliant delivery. Oh! If Ollie McBurney goes with his head, maybe he gets to either the first ball or the loose ball. But he swung a leg at it and Aaron Ramsdale couldn't grab it in first time. Saka, I hope, picked up a yellow card for that previous challenge. I certainly expect Salah to have picked up a yellow card for that previous challenge. Maybe the ref will let him get away with it because it was early doors. I'm not sure. As we see, we'll go on the floor to Chuba. Spin the defender. Bend it. Should have used Ollie McBurney. He arrived just at the right time to play a little sideways ball to. And I got greedy. Bukayo Saka finds Erdegaard. Busting a gut to get forward. He's got Havertz in the middle. Very nearly finds Martinelli at the back post. It's Zinchenko with a rocket shot. But Henderson spills but gathers. Bukayo Saka Into the box, out of the box, into the box. Jesus, Erdegaard, you need to shoot at some point. And when he does, he finds the top corner. Martin Erdegaard was superb for us in the Arsenal save we did earlier on in FIFA 23. He's wearing the home kit now, not the away one, but my God, was that a good finish. Unfortunately, we trail here, and it would see Arsenal go above us and knock us out of the top 4 if we lose. Tomiyasu inside. Jesus. Havertz. Henderson saves with his feet. Arsenal stepping up the tempo, stepping up the quality, and stepping up the score sheet. Gabby rises best. It's 2-0 to the Arsenal. We said it was going to get more difficult than it was against Wolves or Fulham. It has come to pass. It looks like, although there's still plenty of time to get back in it, we may not be top 4 by the end of the day. Reinders. McBurney. I'm going to feign going one way to then come back the other, which has worked well. And Reinders finds Chuba. Chuba finds Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oxlade-Chamberlain finds the back of the net. I'm not going to celebrate. I'm not going to do the apology either. We're just going to get the ball and we're going to go back to the halfway line and try and get our team back in the game. That was a really nice move. Crucially, an immediate response to their second. So, not too much time has passed. That's a very good finish first time on his left foot. Really, really good finish. We'll take that. We're back in the game. Maybe it's not as done and dusted as some might have thought at 2-0. I've murdered him. That's perhaps payback for earlier in the game. Tiani Reyners. Oh, this referee is lenient. Saka murdered someone in the first half. I've then returned the favour, and neither challenge got a yellow card. All right, maybe we get a bit more feisty in the challenge, although I don't want to run the risk of the referee finally deciding that he does want to actually start disciplining people and then end up getting a red. Gabby. Oh, it's just trying to put him off. We forced him wide at least. Half a fear that he'd try and take a step forward and just fall over me as I tried to block any potential shot that was coming in and end up earning a penalty. There's obviously bitterness before this season, let alone just in FIFA all told. Oxlade-Chamberlain does well to intercept that, but then kind of forgets the ball a little bit. Holy moly! Yeah, challenges are flying in now. Everybody has realised that the referee is not going to punish strong challenges as strongly as perhaps he should. Chuba Akpom. Here's Ollie McBurney. Why? Why do a 360 and shoot on your weak foot? Just kick it first time with your right, mate. Oh, that's annoying. Never mind. We still might score. Oh, I saw the little white shirt at the bottom here, which is actually Mikel Arteta in his light grey jumper, and thought it was my guy on the wing. Jaden Bogle's going to run all the way around the outside of Zinchenko, deliver a ball in. They won't let me go after with McBurney. Reinders then wins it. I think Akpom was probably offside. Trying to find some space here for Tijani Reinders. Ramsdale makes the save. All right, this is getting pretty feisty now. Oxlade-Chamberlain with the delivery from the corner. Big Harry Maguire can't get there. Reinders does. Oh, it's fallen to Christopher Ayer. Let's get this out wide. And then you see McBurney at the back post. It's all look for. Oh, nearly pulled off a Ronaldinho. Nice interception by Ahmedhodzic. Erdegaard trying to feed it through a gap that didn't really exist. Lagoussi is coming off for George Baldock very shortly. Ahmedhodzic is leaving the club very shortly. Both could have an impact on the final result here. That's a foul, I think. Yep. Stepped in there, Urian Timber. It's going to be a free kick to us in a promising position. Oxlade-Chamberlain stood over it. Now, Gonzalo Harmer had a good free kick earlier on, but Chamberlain has the shot power, and that's going to be more important, I think, from this sort of range than free kick accuracy. So I'll try with Oxlade-Chamberlain to find the equalising goal from the set piece. Which he does! I don't care about former teams scoring a free kick from 25 yards. We are celebrating that one. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain with the brace. Ramsdale gets to it, but it's too powerful. And that's why we gave it to Oxlade-Chamberlain, not to Gus Harmer, who's got the better accuracy but less shot power. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is surrounded by his teammates, and rightly so, single-handedly dragging us back level in this game. What a free kick. 0.17 XG from it. The wall jumped, but it wasn't enough. Ramsdale can't keep it out, and Sheffield United are back level here, and we will, provided Liverpool don't win on this match day, stay in the top 4. Martinelli brings that down nicely. Bogle has gotten back in position. His work rate is second to none, Jayden Bogle. Up and down that wing like an absolute animal. Declan Rice trying to reverse it. Finds Erdegaard. Do not lose the game now, Ches. You've worked so hard to get yourself back in it at 2-2. Don't throw it away. Timber, Declan Rice. He's got space and options. Erdegaard into orbit. Untouchable in the build-up, Arsenal. But the finish, not good enough, unfortunately for them. And that will probably see us end the game at 2-2, which is the scoreline that I probably would have taken prior to kickoff. After being 2-0 down inside the first half an hour or so, I'll definitely take 2-2. And you never know, if we can find the right delivery here, maybe we could have made it 3. Ollie McBurney wins that well. Oxlade-Chamberlain has also put it into orbit. It will be 2-2. It was worth having a go for Ox's hat-trick. We'll take the point. We'll stay at least 5th if Liverpool have won on this match day. If not, we will remain 4th as we head towards the game against Newcastle now at Wembley for the FA Cup semi-final. We'll wait and see if there were any other games played today. There were. Liverpool won. I expect us to be 5th, 2 points behind Liverpool in the Premier League with, what, 5 games to go now? 6 games to go? 5 games to go, I believe. 5 games to go it is. 2 points behind Liverpool it also is, and 5th place. 4 points behind Spurs now. The top 4 fight is between Spurs, Liverpool, Sheffield United and ourselves. Chelsea have fallen off, certainly. And at the top of the table, still a point between them, but Manchester United still have that game in hand. FA Cup semi-final on the way. Newcastle knocking out Swansea and Brighton in the round of 16 onwards to get to the semi-final here against ourselves. We've admittedly had a relatively straightforward run in the FA Cup this season. Watford were pretty straightforward. I can't remember who we had after Watford actually off the top of my head, but then Burton after that in the 5th round, very straightforward as well. Nick Pope in goal for them. Di Lorenzo, an 86 rated Dio Upamecano at centre-back alongside Sven Botman with Trips at left-back. 83 Koopmeiners, 86 Tonali, 87 Bruno. Riyad Mahrez back in the Premier League on that right-hand side. Harvey Barnes and Alexander Isak up top for them. I say Riyad Mahrez back to the Premier League. He is, but obviously this is an FA Cup semi-final. So it's certainly time, in a very gloomy Wembley, it seems, to get ourselves back here in brighter sunshine, we hope, for an FA Cup final. Time will tell. Let's see what we can do. It's very gloomy. I don't know why it's in such shadow. I apologise for the colour correction almost. Chuba Akpom. Oh, I was going to say, I don't apologise for going 1-0 up. That was my next port of call, unfortunately. We missed the port. Have to keep on sailing. There's some sort of sailing joke in there somewhere. I'm not going to try and find it. Here's Harvey Barnes. Christopher Ayer says, nope. Time for a match. And away we go. McBurney could go for a 1-2. Maybe no, the defender's recovered well. We will go for the 1-2. He's in here, Ollie McBurney. A little pullback. And the man on the edge of the box, Tijani Reinders. In fact, he's not on the edge of the box. It's more the penalty area. But his header is poop. Okay. Tijani might be great with his feet. With his head, not so much. Koopmeiners. Lovely ball over the top. Harvey Barnes draws the save out of the goalkeeper. It's a poor clearance and Koopmeiners can't get his effort to go in either. Oxlade-Chamberlain looking for Ollie McBurney. Trips has remarkably picked that out of the air. And then Harvey Barnes runs off the pitch with it. Well, Newcastle starting the brighter, it seems. But no way through. Mahrez. Isak in. Isak saved. I was just about to try and change to Harry Maguire and step there, but did it too slow. And they were able to get the pass off before I could play the offside trap. Bruno with the delivery. Isak's probably going to win this. Harry Maguire gets up nicely and in the way of the second one as well. And Vinny's trying his hardest. Upamecano. That's not a foul, ref. Oh, all right. Yeah, no. It is a foul. Absolutely 100%. Definitely a foul. Thank you for the free kick. Newcastle looking to take advantage of our failed deliveries, but so far they can't deliver one of their own either. Reinders into La Russie. He's going to push and drive and look for McBurney. And maybe find McBurney. Nope. Only Pope. Free kick for Newcastle. 5.5 minutes to go in the half. They're going to take that short. And they've worked it really nicely. Is Isak going to go alone? No. Upamecano tries to feed it back into him. I can't get rid of it. And Bruno could go for goal. Mahrez certainly will on the left foot. Henderson makes a good save. Do I go? Do I go? I will go out wide, but I'm going to cut back inside because Ollie McBurney's here. Through there, look. Upamecano. It was a risky pass to play. It was never really going to find a way through. Vinny's just not quite quick enough or agile enough to adjust his feet there to get on the end of that. And Harvey Barnes is in the box, looks for the pass. Can understand why he did it. It's not quite as blatant a goal-scoring opportunity as Ben Chilwell the other day, but certainly you'd have expected him to shoot from there. Oh, a lovely reverse pass. He sarked through the gap. Barnes, this is the moment that Dean Henderson keeps the game alive. Brilliant stop. Corner. They look like they want to take it short. Will Riyad take the bait? Yes. Barnes into the middle and away, please, Arnell. Oh, no! The touch from the defender, instinctive as it was, is actually what gives Newcastle the lead. The keeper committed to come out and intercept the cross. Defender has just thrown a leg at it out of pure defensive instinct. Stop the cross! And unfortunately, I just couldn't react in time with Arnell. And he's gone. He's tried to clear it, actually, Harry, there. Thrown himself at it. Keeper's committed. And then he sat. He's going to win the header against almost anyone on the pitch. Certainly Jayden Bogle. That might be the killer blow. The man that we signed as our new captain might have just made the mistake that knocks us out of the FA Cup. Bogle into Vinny. There's some space here for Oxlade-Chamberlain, who just set the world alight at the Emirates and could certainly explode Wembley here. That's how you intercept to cross into the box. Mr. Maguire. That's how you intercept a run forward. Ahmed Hozic finds Ollie McBurney. Arriving here is Oxlade-Chamberlain and needs some support. It is here. Akpom. Intended target. McBurney. Rangers! We won't get a better chance. Oh my God. Nick Pope. What a save. Cross to come in here from the corner from Gus Harbour. Oh, Nick Pope's done it again. 2 spectacular saves. We'll try again. Slabhead can't make up for his earlier mistake. Moretti from distance. Oh! No. Oh, it's just evaded me. Isak. Yeah, okay, I haven't got that. We haven't got that at all. Ayer intercepts and we'll just lift this looking for Moretti. Time is very much running out for us here. But it might still provide enough for us to get... Oh, the equalising goal. Moretti was making a great run. But Upamecano came across. Ayer looking for Moretti. Moretti looking for Chuba Akpom. Akpom. Ah! The runner was there. It was Gus Harmer. And he could have sent us to extra time. No, maybe I should have dummied it and gone the other way and shot on Akpom's left. We are going out of the FA Cup at the semi-final stage, despite reaching Wembley twice this season. Once with the Carabao Cup final, only to lose. Now in the FA Cup semi-final, only to lose. There will be no silverware for Sheffield United. The 99-year wait goes on into a century. We will try our absolute best for the centenary year of trophyless football at Sheffield United to do something next season. There are 5 games left in the Premier League for us. Liverpool have won on match day 34, so we do need to win. We'll sim Leeds, and then tomorrow will be the 4-game season finale, including Newcastle in there as well. And fingers crossed we can sneak into the top 4, but it looks likelier at the moment that it will be Europa League football for us next season, which is still superb. Let's not say that it isn't. But if the top 4 is doable, then God, we'd love to do it. So the trip to Elland Road. Meslier, Walker-Peters, Verissimo, Medina, Nets. Oh, it's white on white again. I've got red and white striped shirt and black shorts. Why was my dot white when my away kit is also white? So I should be playing, my dot should be black or red. Red, probably. I don't know which way, I don't know who's shooting which way. I think that was them getting a free kick. I think we're shooting right to left at the minute in this first half. Would help if I knew what colour my goalkeeper's kit is. I think it's yellow. So I think we are shooting right to left. Amelia, yeah, Leeds United's goalkeeper kit is orange, isn't it? Or was last year. Oh, we end on a cluster. It's going to be 0-0 though as you leave me at the moment. It does still look likely. This is going to end zip. This doesn't do our Champions League hopes any favours whatsoever. Although losing it would certainly be worse. Oh! And Leeds hit the bar. We very nearly did lose it. We still could. Oh, straight at the goalkeeper. Oh, it's hard enough to track what's going on at the best of times, let alone when your opposition are right encamped on the edge of your box and everybody's... Tuba! Oh, everybody's within 5 yards of everybody else. Trying to keep track of which number's which. Win that header, please. Ah, it's to be a 0-0 draw. They dominated, to be fair, as you can tell from the stats. So, unfortunately, as we head into the season finale tomorrow, we're down to 6th. We're down to 6th. We will get Europa League football for 6th. And we're 5 points clear of 7th place Chelsea with a game in hand. So I think we're definitely assured to finish in the top 6. To be fair, the gap to Liverpool is only 5 points and we have a game in hand. But Arsenal are there above us as well. Oh, man! That's annoying. 4 points the gap at the top of the table. But you'll notice on the right-hand side there, on the 8th of May, Manchester City at the Etihad host Manchester United, who have still only lost 1 game this season. If City win that, the title is back on. If City lose that, the title race is over. If it's a draw, then Man United are still hot favourites for that Premier League title this season. But we will have Brentford to kick us off next season. We do, however, he's telling me about Moretti's loan twice, have some youth scout reports to have a look at. Right at the very death, we got one £1 million+ player so far in this save, let alone this season. And we still look unlikely of replicating that for the time being. Nothing from Norway whatsoever looking for the next Ole Gunnar Solskjaer or the next Erling Haaland. £2.5 million. Maybe Leif Pedersen is the next Morten Gamst. He's 5'7", so he's certainly not the next Erling Haaland, but 2.7 mil and 1.1 mil for Dominic Slater. Okay. All right. I'm getting a little bit more excited now about the potential of some youth academy players coming through. 69 rated already, Pedersen. 5'7", decent acceleration, excellent agility, good balance. Sprint speed obviously needs some work. Strength is 51, but that's okay. He is a centre mid as well. Curve, ball control, dribbling, free kick accuracy, volleys, all very, very good indeed. Leif Pedersen is going to be a very good player for Sheffield United in the not too distant future. I'm going to concentrate on his playmaking capability because his passing is definitely what needs to come up, as well as his shooting. He might even be slightly higher rated as a right mid rather than a right wing because of his lack of finishing. So I'll do that, and then hopefully he'll be into the 70s. And a loan spell next year might mean that he's going to be absolutely spectacular for us moving forward. I could maybe think about changing him to a cam, but again, with low finishing, I don't think that's going to work too well. Have a quick check with the development plan, what's going to change quicker. 2 weeks to a cam, 15 weeks to a right mid. We don't really play with wide men though, do we? So perhaps a cam is the best position for him. I can maybe move him slightly further forward in the midfield of the 3 that we have. All right. Well, actually, there was still one other, wasn't there? Where are you? Slater. Left wing or centre mid. He's less exciting. And he's also probably a cam, to be fair. But not that great. Not that great, Slater. Okay. It's fine. I'll train him continually as a left mid, but not sure we'll see him in the first team at any point, but certainly Leif Pedersen, we absolutely could. Right, that will draw us to a close for today then. Join me tomorrow for the season finale with Champions League football on the line. And we'll find out what European competition we're playing in next year. Time will tell. I'll see you tomorrow.